Okay, here we go. Okay, St. Duster's Church. I'm a religious person. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
And what's your name?
Stanton Friedman,
And you are?
the nuclear physicist who lectures all over the world about flying saucers.
You've been around for a long time.
I've been interested in UFOs since 1958. We've lived here for 30 years, so no, more than that, my goodness, 33 years in Fredericton.
In Fredericton.
Yeah.
Long time.
Moved here from Northern California, everybody does that.
Yeah, I rode a 10-speed bike from Halifax to San Francisco about 30 years ago. Yeah.
I haven't.
Listen, you were on the Larry King Show.
I've been on the Larry King Show 4 times, yes.
How's it feel to be on the Larry King Show?
Well, he's a pretty nice guy. You have to watch what you're doing because you usually have people there who disagree with you, so you got to be alert. And it's a long way to go. The show was filmed in California. And,
Yeah.
you know,
They pay
no,
your way?
they pay your way.
They pay your way. They
Yeah.
don't pay for
No,
hotel?
they don't pay for meals. They do put you up at a hotel.
Yeah?
Yeah, people were shocked. Guy calls me and says, I almost didn't call you because I figure you're only in it for the money. I say, why do you say that? Well, I see on all those television programs. They don't pay. What do you mean they don't pay? They don't pay.
Listen, St. Justice Church, are you religious?
Depends on how you define that. I grew up, my parents kept an Orthodox Jewish home. I taught Sunday school, on the board of a temple. So I believe there are things we need to look after in the world. We need how we behave toward other people. I have some religious notions, yes.
But you also believe in flying saucers.
There's no conflict. As a matter of fact, I would recommend a book, The Bible in Flying Saucers, by Dr. Barry Downing, who's a clergyman, incidentally. Got a bachelor's in physics and a doctorate of divinity. Divine physics is his beat. And he goes through the Old and New Testament and finds saucer sightings all over. They didn't call them saucers. Who used saucers? You used a mug, you know. So, yeah, if you look throughout the Bible, you'll find stories that you have to say are flying saucer cases.
Really?
Yeah.
What chapter do you know?
Well, Ezekiel for one, Isaiah. When they're wandering in the desert, what's that pillar of fire by night and the cloud by day?
Okay.
There's a lot of it.
New Mexico, did that exist? Where's it called again?
Say that again?
Was that flying saucer crash in New Mexico? Where's it called again?
Roswell, New Mexico.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
I'm the original civilian investigator, the Roswell incident.
Oh, were you?
I first heard about it in 1978. And I talked to Major Jesse Marcel, and I've been at it ever since. I've got a book out, Crash at Corona. That's the town actually closer to the case. I've got 5 books out.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of travel, you do a lot of investigation. I've been to...
Did it happen? New Mexico, did it happen?
What?
Did it happen in New Mexico?
Yes.
It did happen?
Yes. Indeed, a flying saucer crashed. Actually, 2 of them. There was another one over in Aztec, New Mexico, the following March. Crashed there, too. We're dealing with a cosmic Watergate here. I think most people know what Watergate was.
Oh, yes.
And you don't have to look very far for blacked out government documents and whited out government documents and information you can't get to prove that there's a cover-up.
So I'm Charles LeBlanc. I'm the new president of the United States. I walk in there and I want to know about New Mexico. What are they going to tell me?
You don't have a high enough clearance for that. I'm the president. You don't have a need to know. This is very extraordinarily classified stuff. Remember, there's a technology aspect. If the Russians learn what we have learned about saucers and put it together with what they have learned, maybe they will be able to build better vehicles than we can build. That's not good.
If we knew the truth, there are Martian or aliens.
Yeah.
Would that change the whole attitude? Or?
Yes, partly because it would prove to us that we're not the center of the universe. We're not the big shots we'd like to think we are. We can't justify what we're doing on the basis, well, we're the most advanced society around. There ain't nobody out there. We're it. Sorry, we're not. We're a primitive society whose major activity is tribal warfare. How would you describe it? We will spend this year, we Earthlings, I'm presuming you're an Earthling, I'm not sure.
Not sure myself. Scottish, but that's worse.
We will spend $1 trillion this year on things military. And thousands of children die every single day of preventable disease or starvation. Isn't that being a primitive society? We killed 50 million people during World War II. Not nice guys. We destroyed 1,700 cities. Not nice guys.
No.
So let's hope that somebody out there is doing better.
Where are these aliens from? Do you have a clue?
Yes, there's one case, the abduction of Betty and Barney Hill, a famous case in New Hampshire in 1961. There's a book, Captured, that I co-authored, the UFO experience of Betty and Barney Hill. In that case, Betty saw a star map. This came out under hypnosis by a very experienced psychiatrist. A lot of work was done to try to figure out what that map meant. The bottom line was the base stars, 2 stars, Zeta 1 Reticuli and Zeta 2 Reticuli. It's the constellation of Reticulum, which means the net in Latin. Not that I speak Latin, but you know. Anyway, those 2 stars, they're only 39.3 light years away, which is just down the street because the galaxy is about 100,000 light years across. They're only 1/8 of a light year apart. In other words, they're 30 times closer to each other, those 2 stars, than the sun is to the next star over. We're out in the boonies. These guys got next door neighbors. And they just happen to be a cool billion years older than the sun.
Ooh.
And they're just 39 light years away. It's not to say they're the oldest civilization, but it wouldn't be surprising if somebody got started a little bit before we did, knows some things we don't know. So that's one place. It's a very exciting place.
So do you think in your, when are we going to talk to the alien? Last question. When are we going to talk to, do you think, I'm planning to put all these video at the provincial archives. In 100 years from now, do you think we will know?
Yes. I won't be here.
No,
You won't be here.
But do you think that we'll be talking to aliens 100 years from now?
Well, I'm not sure they want to talk to us.
Oh, we're not intelligent enough.
Right. Well, look at how we behave.
Yeah, I know. We're animals.
It's primitive.
No, animals are better, behave better.
In many cases. So, yeah, I think within 100 years, it's a safe bet. What am I going to do if I lose the bet?
Exactly. So, 100 years from now,
Yeah.
we'll be talking to aliens.
Yes.
Listen, nice to meet you. Thank
Pleasure.
you very much.